Here we go.
Yes! Hey friends, welcome to Flight Test. I'm Josh. If you guys have been following along with us, you probably saw where we built a monster-sized battleship, put it in the water, and tried to bomb it.
Moment of truth.
Yeah! Yeah! And if you saw that episode, you also probably saw when we took that same battleship, hacked it apart, put our friend Jeremy, gave him a minigun, and gave him the opportunity to try to shoot some planes out of the air.
I don't think P-47s were meant to carry rubber ducks.
All right, here comes the drop. Hey, I think we got some hits. Did I get it? I think so.
During that video, we promised that we would make this battleship fly. We got impatient, so that's exactly what we're gonna do today. Now this battleship's in great shape, it's still sailable. We wanna use this at our lake. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a whole new one. I got the files for that right here, but what we need to do is we need to put wings on it. The easiest way whenever you wanna make something fly or create something new, go to a whiteboard, start drawing pictures on the wall. In this case, I wanna make this thing like this cool steampunk, diesel punk, flying contraption that someone would be making back in the 1930s or 40s. So we took our ideas from that board, put it on the computer, drew it out, we got the file, we're gonna get cutting and get building.
Josh came in with the updated files for the huge boat, and we're just gonna cut that out, and it's gonna be a lot of sheets of foam. We're talking 204 inches, so 17 feet long boat. All right, so as you can see, we have a laser, finally. We moved into Edgewater a few months ago, but we just never had the laser here yet, so every time we had to cut something out, we had to go to Josh's house or down to Denison. But now we have a laser in-house, and we're ready to rock and roll on this boat.
Now I know we're a broken record about foam board and how much we love it, but the fact is, it's awesome. You can prototype and build things so quick, it's light, it's strong, and our passion is flight, but you don't have to use foam board for only flight. If you want to make something creative from furniture to shelving to a pig, you can do that with this stuff. It's light, it dries fast, it's strong when it's done. We love it. Now the specific foam we use that you guys can use too is Adam's Ready Board. We have our own specific version that's waterproof, that's currently brown, but look for our new maker foam coming out in the very near future. 2 different thicknesses so you can build huge, crazy contraptions. So obviously our passion is flying. We're always gonna be using this stuff to try to make things fly, but a lot of really amazing makers are using this to create other contraptions outside of aviation. Now a really great thing is a lot of our amazing community members have found new techniques and are bringing it, like John Overstreet and the way he molds the foam. You can make these things look incredible, beautiful, almost fiberglass-like. As you guys can see, the hull is coming together great.
So while Josh and Andrews are doing crazy stuff with that monstrous boat, I'm gonna tell you about the sponsor of this video, and that is World of Warships. So if you don't know anything about World of Warships is an action strategy game that you actually get to control iconic battleships from the real world wars. So the game is actually highly detailed as well, and you get to control a massive naval fleet. It's featuring some of history's most iconic war vessels, as well as things are changing all the time. So you're unlocking new ships. So you got weather effects that, like with rain and wind and storms, which actually affect your battle tactics from start to finish. So as we kind of mentioned, they're always doing updates to the game, but what's really cool is there's always something new each week. So it's like whether it's a new mission, new game updates, or new events that keep people kind of on their toes, there's always something new for you to enjoy. So the best thing about it is it's free to play. Now by using our link in the description below, you're not only helping us out, but you're also gonna get some really cool stuff. You're gonna receive 250 doubloons, 1 million, yeah, you heard it right, 1 million credits. You're gonna receive another port slot. You're gonna get a United States aircraft carrier, the USS Langley, and 3 days premium time when you use the code Langley 2019. Now we do wanna note that this is only for new users only. So if you're already signed up, awesome, glad to have you part of the game. But if you're new, all of these perks are going to apply to you. So a huge shout out and thanks to the sponsor of this video, which is World of Warships. We wouldn't be able to do this stuff without them. And to you guys, by checking out the link below and playing this free game, you're not only having fun playing a free game, right? But you're also allowing us to create content for you guys for free. So again, thanks to the World of Warships for sponsoring this episode. Let's go see what Josh and Andrews are doing, because we gotta make this boat fly.
All right, so our main hull is pretty much complete, all hot glued together. Now this is actually the same size, same design hull as the last battleship. Now we're ready to start working on the wings. So for those of you who aren't familiar with our speedboat kits, we have a bunch of designs that you can just scratch build at home out of common materials. One build technique that we use with pretty much all of our designs is our airfoil. We make airfoils out of just single sheets of foam by bending bending the foam over into that airfoil shape. For the flying boat, we're gonna do the same exact thing, just on a larger scale. Usually to reinforce the wing on our speedboat kits, we use a box spar also made out of foam. So airplanes have wing spars in the wing, and generally they're just solid pieces of material that give the wing strength. They keep them from folding and keep them steady in the air. A lot of model airplanes have wing spars made out of wood or carbon fiber, but what we have found is that if you fold up foam board into a box shape, it's actually really strong. Foam board, just a sheet of foam board by itself, is already pretty strong, but when you fold it into the box formation, that's where it really gets its strength. So for our giant flying boat, we're gonna use a foam board box bar as well. We're gonna make it out of our monster foam, which is about twice as thick as our normal foam, and hopefully it'll be enough strength to support the weight of the plane as it's flying through the air. Once our wings and our spars are done, we're just gonna set them into the boat, and from there we'll reinforce the hull, because right now it is still a little floppy.
So this is really cool. Imagine like when we had the big battleship, it was really tall. We had big tall masts, the command center was tall. Something flying through the air, it wouldn't look like that. You would take elements from planes and also elements from the boats and you'd smash them together. So what we did is we took the top piece of a B-17 and we're gonna actually make that our command central. So the whole top piece, instead of being tall and really kind of awkward, is gonna be sleeked down like a command central of an aircraft carrier. Just think like Captain America meets World War II meets, you know, flying boats. And this is nothing new that we've done before. As a matter of fact, you guys can do this. We have so many different designs out there. We love taking awesome design cues from airplanes that exist and are yet to exist. Like in this case, we're working on a B-17 with John Overstreet. This is his top piece of the B-17. I just took it, blew it up. If we go to the wings, those are scout wings and duster wings that we've kind of stretched and moved around to make look cool. Even the motor nacelles are from our Porco Rosso plane called the Sea Angel. So if you guys are new to scratch building, you can download any of our 60+ different designs. We come out with almost one a month and take those and build them. Once you fall in love with building, start designing, start taking them, moving them around, smashing them up, kit bashing a little bit, and make your own creation.
So as you can see, we have all the major pieces cut out and ready to be put together. So I'm just gonna drop the wings in the hull and just make sure that everything fits properly for the final assembly. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna put some electronics in here. We're using 2 FT Monster radials along with 2 Lumineer 8000 milliamp 6 cells to power them. Overall, even though it's a huge monster boat, it really is a pretty simple setup. We only have 2 motors and 4 servos and just some really long servo extensions. So to make this thing look even cooler, we're gonna use some decorative pieces from the Porco Rosso actually. The motor pods, as you can see, are the exact same thing as the motor pod on the Porco Rosso FT Sea Angel airplane. Now these motor pods were actually designed in Fusion 360, which allows us to design those nice curves. So the ship is coming along pretty well. Now the only thing left to do is to throw a sweet paint job on it.
So for the painting, we really want this to have all the key notes that you see during World War I and the things around you in World War I. So we were thinking fabric wings. For that, we're gonna use a cream. Oftentimes they had really popping colors on the tail feathers. We wanted to go ahead and go with the scarlet red on the motor pods, the tail feathers, and of course no ship would be complete. They're not made out of foam board, they're made out of metal. So we're gonna go ahead and make the whole hull look like metal with a wood deck on top. On top of that, it's really easy to make these planes go to a whole nother level when you add accessories. So we're gonna be adding turrets for the top, really make this look like an aerial battleship. Throw some windows on there, paint up the steam stacks, and have some fun.
So you guys had nothing to do with this. How are you feeling about the battleship?
First off, I feel great about the paint job. Have you seen this thing?
Oh,
it's a work of art.
One of the best looking things we've ever made.
Possibly the best, in my opinion. In my mind and my dreams, I see it going off into the sunset.
Something that's kind of, you don't really get, but just by looking at it, is that it's got some serious heft to it. We got a big boy here. This is like a real battleship.
17 feet long.
Yeah, and it feels like it's like 1,700 pounds.
Yeah.
So this thing's gonna fly on dreams and magic. It's gonna be incredible.
I think it's the biggest project file on our server right now. I think the project file currently, and we haven't even flown it yet, currently is about 700 gigabytes worth of footage just in the build. And so when you add the GoPro and the multicam shoot that we're about to do when we fly this, it's definitely going to be literally the biggest digital project that Flight Test has ever done. So that's something. I'm pretty optimistic, man. When we got Jay Bix and we got Andrus on the scene, it may not always work first try, but they're gonna will it into existence. So we're tidying up the ship, getting the CG right, getting some props on it. We're gonna haul it out to, I don't know, potentially either ready board runway or ready made runway. We're not too sure yet, depending on the wind. And we're gonna go fly it. So let's go.
We're gonna be flying the biggest boat we've ever created. And we built it in a week. It's awesome and I'm scared to death. Andrus and I have been going back and forth, and normally we like flying things, but the kayak and this, for some reason, we're really gracious to each other, wanting each other to fly it and have that experience. And I get to fly today.
We're up here at Ready Made Runway. The team crushed it. Josh, Andres, they built this thing in like a week. Really, there's literally one thing left to do, and that is to make it sail into the wild blue yonder.
That's a tiny battery for a big boat.
Want to see if it runs? Moves? Let's see. First move.
Oh yeah, that feels
I like
good.
it. If this goes down and this doesn't like level off nice and gradual, we may get to the bottom of this thing and may just go. So I don't know. I'm not lying, guys. My heart's pounding more than I think any episode we've done, even more than the kayak.
All right, dude.
Bro. You ready, buddy?
Let's send it.
Got this.
Lord,
There we go.
Lord, give us clear skies and happy days. Here we go.
Yes!
Yes! Yes!
It's still alive! What? I thought it was going to the pit. It's not midair and it's like, I'm gonna go this way.
That's it. My mind is exploding right now.
Well, like,
What did happen?
we get around two.
We do get around too.
And more nose weight?
More nose weight.
So here's the other thing too. Remember we put that little bit of reflex in the
yeah,
back?
take that out.
Let's take it out. I thought for sure it was gonna go into that tree, and it just turned like a bow, like a boat in the air. Just I think if anything, we almost dropped the back end neutral or down a touch.
Yeah.
And then
It'll kick that. Because we have a positive angle on the motors too.
it just elevated.
Dude, it was going so slow. I didn't think it would take off, but it did.
Yeah. So Bernoulli's principle works off of this. It works off of where air on the top surface of the wing has to go faster than the bottom surface of the wing. We're accelerating the top surface of the wing so much, it basically creates a low pressure and sucks the wing up. That's the only thing that I'm really gravitating towards why it can fly so slow. So this is doing 100 miles an hour and this is doing like 5 miles an hour.
Regardless of whatever happens.
Josh, I am so happy.
I'm so happy too.
How's your heart rate right now?
I could tell you, but it's fast. Oh my golly. The weird thing was is it lifted off and my thought was maybe it's the thrust angle causing it to pitch up too hard. So I was playing with throttle. It was like not gonna change, but once we backed off the throttle and started dropping down, it just naturally, the torque of the motor steered the whole bow over. And next thing you know, it's flying towards us. And it lived.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I thought for sure it was gonna go.
Okay, so what's happening now? Josh is running down there to get his favorite rock. We're gonna use it as nose weight. Both Andres and him both think that if you add a little bit of nose weight, it's gonna keep that nose from pitching up like it did, and hopefully we'll be able to fly it good. Meanwhile, Andres is adjusting the incidence on the control surfaces on the back wing, which will also help hopefully push that nose down, and hopefully we can get a successful flight.
You know?
Oh, look at it from the distance, man. Even the rock on it looks cool. I know. All right, ready, guys?
Well, you'll know pretty quick.
All right, take two.
All right,
Here we go, dude. Lord, get in the air.
Too much?
Are you kidding me right now, Josh Bitzer? Where are you going?
I don't know.
Turn, yes.
You got this,
There
you got
go.
this.
Beautiful.
Watch out for the power line.
Keep climbing.
I think I can get it around.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, here. Josh Bitzer is my hero. Josh Bitzer is my hero.
What? Dude. Oh my God.
Let's go. Dude.
Dude, that's
Awesome. That thing looks epic.
What just happened?
Yes, dude.
Let's go. Are you
That looked amazing.
He gets off the ground and it's like, well, let's just go ahead and turn behind the trees and hope. And it turned fine.
Yeah.
I think it was a little too heavy.
Little less rock.
A little less rock.
Yeah.
Maybe a new battery?
New battery, less rock. I mean, we got still one piece.
It's still one piece. We gotta keep trying.
It wasn't doing the best to the right until later we figured you gotta go full aileron and like lots and lots of differential thrust because we don't have the benefit of the.
I have 70% differential.
She did turn around. I thought I was gonna fly it right through our HQ.
Dude, commitment level 1,000. Dude.
9,000, dude. He went all the way down the hill, past the tree, and then floated to the air.
Oh my God. It doesn't matter. Let's get another battery. Let's move that rock back and see what happens. We may even have it with just that back end not ballooning up too. So.
Were you pulling all the way back?
No, it was.
Where were you on the elevator?
I was full throttle, just working it.
Just working it. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go. What's your assessment, Josh? Still one piece?
We need a third motor right up here. That's my assessment. Just put the hood ornament is a big old motor right there. Just give us more thrust. I think it was the rock was just too much nose weight, but it was a total flyable airplane. You know,
boat. It was a boat.
It was a boat. It was a total flyable airboat.
All right, so I have the rock that we used last time and the dead battery. I don't know, the rock definitely feels heavier. But right now we're debating whether or not we should even run some nose weight on this third flight because we did take out the reflex from the back two surfaces, which should help us with the nose pitching up issue. So I don't think we'll need the nose weight on this one.
It's definitely gonna be better. We got it down the first time, so let's just try it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's light like that, we'll actually be able to climb.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, full send.
Do it.
One thing left to do, guys. Here we go.
Here we go.
Third time's a charm. Let's do it.
Let's go, son. Oh, she loves it. She loves it. She loves it.
Oh yeah.
She loves it.
Oh yeah.
She loves it.
Oh,
there's a tree.
Oh boy.
There's a tree.
Oh, touching the tree. Oh. Maybe we should have done that nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
the tree ate him. The tree ate him.
Navigating through it. You know, it doesn't seem that bad.
No.
Let's
From
go
here,
check
it
out the
looks just
damage.
like it just gently.
Dude, no trees are safe at Edgewater, dude.
Let's go check the damage out.
All right.
You know, once it gets up there, then all the torque from the nose just takes over, and it's like I'm going this way. That's probably why when we were nose like neutral, it was better.
Yeah.
But I don't think the damage is going to be that terrible.
It sounded worse than it possibly is.
If we're going to try this again, I honestly think a third motor that would take care of our nose weight issue, and take care of our power issue, and it would look crazy cool.
Oh yeah.
Is that a motor? There's a motor on the ground.
Hold on a second.
She's fine.
She just nestled right into the tree. Look at this.
Dude, this is amazing.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna hang
It's gonna live another day.
It is.
It's totally gonna live another day. It went straight into that tree. It was just
But
like.
it was only going 3.5
So
miles
it went in
an hour.
between these two trees.
It clipped this one.
You thread the needle.
All right, this has to be my favorite project ever.
Dude, agreed.
Now friends, make sure you do us a favor, hit that subscribe, hit the bell, because our next video, we're gonna show you how we kind of figure out this crazy contraption, but we're also gonna share patterns and plans so you guys can build your own battleship that hopefully won't end up in a tree.
If you guys want to check out more battleship videos where we put it on water, check those out here, and we'll see you guys next time.
Oh my gosh, what is going on? Tree? What? What? It's a hoverboat. Yeah!